Okay, I am Chelsea Gilbert, and I'm a triple diamond, almost presidential with It Works Global. And this is a meeting just to tell you a little bit about It Works, how I got started, my journey on it, and why you might want to be a part of it too. Full disclosure, I'm extremely honest, and I just want everyone to know what they're getting into on the front end so that you can decide if it's right for you. I am 27. I have two kids. When I went to Ole Miss, met my husband there. We got married a year after we graduated college. And so I was planning my wedding, so I didn't get my full-time job. I have a degree in marketing. I was an accounting major for the first 3 years and decided like I hated it with all of my heart. And so switched to the last minute. And my family actually is in the car business. So I did some marketing for them, some advertising and stuff while I was deciding what I wanted to really do. And then I decided I wanted to open a boutique. And I literally had everything ready for it, like everything, the brands, the buyers, we had tickets to market, we had the bay space, the rent, like everything. And like, it was expensive overhead. Let me just tell you what. And I decided, I'm going to wait till after the wedding to get this going. And then 6 weeks after we got married, we found out we were pregnant. And so I was like, oh, well, let me wait till I have the baby. And then we'll move on with what we're going to do. And as soon as he was born, I was like, nope, not happening. I'm not leaving to go do this boutique. I'm not opening a business. So we lived off my husband's salary, and fortunately he has a really great job. He does work for our family business, and he was able to, supply all of our needs and a lot of our wants as well. But I really, really like children's clothes a lot. And so I, was like, well, I don't want to stop buying them. And he said, if one more package shows up on our doorstep, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with you because you have an obsession. It's a problem and you cannot stop. You've got to stop. And so he kept saying the word that I don't like budget. And I was like, I don't want a budget. I just want to be able to buy what I want. And anyway, so my friend, she was like, I'm making $8,000. She showed me, like, actually I was with her at dinner and it popped up on her phone that like her check had been deposited and it was $8,000. I was like, oh, is that what you made this year? And she's like, no, that's what I made this month. And I was like, you did not make $8,000 selling skinny wraps. Like, there's no way, not this month. And she's like, yes, I am. And some months I make more. I was like, whatever. And I had actually been a loyal customer for 3 months at this point. I was going on a beach trip. So I bought these wraps, never used them, had 3 boxes, just never opened. And so my son was 6 months old. I was in a wedding. And of course, I think I'm going to I gained 90 pounds when I was pregnant, by the way. And for some reason, I thought 6 months after the baby was born, I was going to fit in the same size dress that I was before, which was a big fat joke. And I put that dress on, and like, when I'm talking about like the space to zip it was like this big. Probably not that big, but probably this big. Like, it was far. And I was like, okay, I've got 2 weeks to fit in this dress, and it's an emergency. So maybe we should try those wraps out. And I did, and I did not take before and after pictures, but I can tell you that I was like, this dress, it's not going to fit. Like, it didn't do that much. These wraps did not make that big of a difference, and I am in big trouble. And I put the dress on and it zipped. And I was like, okay, these are miracles. Like, this is a miracle from the Lord. And I really wish I would have taken before and after pictures, because this is just proof that, like, there's people out there that tell me, I did a wrap and it didn't work. And I'm like, well, did you take before and after pictures? Because sometimes I definitely didn't feel like that they made a difference, but I know they did because there was proof, but I didn't feel that way. And I know if I had before and after pictures, I would have automatically seen the huge difference that there was that I didn't feel. So there was a deal going on like there is right now. There's a deal right now that ends at midnight where if you buy a box of wraps, if you buy your business builder kit, you also get one free. At the time, there was a promotion for a diamond bonus. There's also, on top of your offer tonight to get the additional box of wraps, there's also an offer for the ruby bonus. So you're actually eligible for 2 promotions. But it was like 11:30 at night, and I had asked them several times. I was like, I want to sell this. Like, I posted a status about it. These people they want it. Like, I want to make commissions. I already actually had given recommendations to 2 friends that had bought from my enroller instead of me. And they're still her customers and not mine, by the way. But I was like, I want to sell it. And he kept saying, no, like, it's a pyramid scheme. It doesn't work. I'm not doing it. Like, you're going to waste your money. Da, da, da. So he was asleep, and I woke him up, and I was like, this deal ends in 30 minutes. I have to do it. Like, we have to do it in 30 minutes. He's like, whatever, just, I want to get back to sleep, and you can do it. And I said, okay, I'm doing it. And the next morning I was like, by the way, do you remember last night? He had no clue. And he was like, whatever, you wasted your money, but at least you got a box of wraps out of it. And I was like, yeah, well, whatever. And actually, so once I started telling people about it, I sold those wraps that I had accumulated that were just sitting there. I used some on myself, but I sold a lot of those wraps that I had and made a ton of wrap cash. And he was like, okay, where are you getting all this money? I was like, wraps. And so I will tell you this, though. My first commission check was not huge. It wasn't. I was making a lot of wrap cash, but I didn't tell enough people like I should have. Looking back now, I would do things differently than I did. And I'm so glad that I still was able to be successful, kind of figuring out things on my own. But luckily for you, I've learned from my mistakes, and I can teach you what I wish I would have known and what I wish I would have done so that you can get off to an amazing start and your first commission check can be higher than mine was. And I can teach you how to get that Ruby bonus too. So for the first few months, in all honesty, I just kind of told people about it every once in a while. I didn't really talk about it on social media. I didn't really ever talk to anybody about it unless they brought it up. And I was still making a few $100s a month, honestly, which is really great. And it was a lot more money on kids' clothing than I had before. And I remember when we got our business builder kit in, it has this chart like that shows you like from the very minute you join how you can tell people about the products in the business. And it has an income chart on it. And my husband said, the highest you'll ever be is Emerald, which was an average of an extra $10,000 a year. And I said, you know what? That's awesome, because that's $10,000 and I'm allowed to spend on kids' clothes, because he told me I was allowed to spend all of it on the kids' clothes. If any profit I had, I could use on that. And so I was like, well, that's awesome. I'm going to do it. And about 6 months after I joined, I had a really dear friend that I always looked up to. I mean, I respected her so much. I always just thought she was the coolest thing in the world, and I just wanted to be a lot like her. She's very godly, and I just wanted her to rub off on me. And she messaged me and said, we just got back from a 2-year mission trip, or actually she was like on mission for 2 years, living in Africa. She's like, my husband is a teacher, and I just want to make $300 a month. Do you think I can do it? And I was like, yes, like I know you can. I remember reading the compensation for the first time and realizing all the different ways to make money. There was commissions, there's wrap cash, there's bonuses, enroller bonuses. There's just tons of different ways that you can make money. And I knew that she could make $300 a month. However, I knew that I was only making about $300 a month. So when she joined, I had like this responsibility to her to like make sure I did everything I could to help her, by learning everything and answering her questions and making sure that I was being the best leader to her I could be so that she could do that. And so I actually started putting in a little bit more effort. And when I did that, my team started really, really growing. And I was like, just as surprised as you probably all are. In my head, when they said, oh, you've got to take 5 people to get to Ruby, I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be my 5 best friends from high school, or it's going to be my sister-in-law. It's going to be all these people. And when it wasn't, I was like, well, I guess there's no one that wants this. If like my best friends in the world don't want to do this with me, no one does. And what I learned was it was the people I wasn't expecting. This dear friend, Lizzie, who's now a double diamond in the company. And it was a girl in my college class. It was a referral from a friend. It was Mackenzie, who her boyfriend worked with my husband. They weren't the first 5 people I thought of, but I realized quickly there are people out there that want this and need this, and I just have to ask the right ones or find the right ones. And so after my team started growing, I went diamond that December. I got a $10,000 bonus. My husband signed up in January and got the Ruby $500 bonus. I went double diamond the month my daughter was born, that February. Yeah, because after I joined, a few days later, or maybe like 4 weeks later, found out I was pregnant again. So this whole entire time of my first 9 months in the business, I was pregnant. I was still able to use a ton of the products, even though I was pregnant. I got approval from my doctor for greens. Like I said, I gained 90 pounds in my first pregnancy. My second pregnancy, I only gained 30. And I do accredit a lot of that to greens, honestly. But you do have to get approval with your doctor. I use the skincare line. I've used it every single day since I joined pretty much. I left a bottle of it in Georgia this weekend, and I'm still really bitter over it. I mean, there was tons of products I could still use even though I was pregnant. And like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I was doing things for my family's business from home. So it was actually technically a 40-hour-a-week job. I didn't enjoy it. It was a salaried position. There was no opportunity for promotion or a raise. So I'm trying to fit in a full-time job from home while keeping up with a 6-month-old at the time and then being pregnant. I was busy, but I realized the potential in this company. I realized if I can help this many people make money, it's going to make me this much money. And I started realizing, you know, in the beginning, I really did feel like people were doing me a favor by joining my team. And the longer I've been with the company, I realized, oh my goodness, I'm doing them a favor. Like, they have no idea what I have my hands on. Like, I have these amazing products. I have this amazing company. I have an amazing opportunity that they can make money from their phones. And so once I like changed my mindset and got excited about it, like, I wanted to post on social media, whereas before I was embarrassed and I didn't want to annoy people. Now I'm like, I might annoy a person here or there, but I'm helping people. And I just like have got to get the word out. Like, they don't even know what they're missing out on. So I went double diamond the month my daughter was born. She was born February 4th. I went double diamond then that month. My husband went diamond. I went double diamond that month. My husband went diamond, I believe, in March after he had joined in January. And I went triple diamond that May. We all got bonuses. My triple diamond bonus was $50,000. My double diamond bonus was $30,000. It was literally insane. Like, I didn't even believe it myself, truly, honestly. And I've had to do a lot of things to make sure I'm a good stewardess. I'm still not the best. I still want to spend a lot of money on kids' clothes, but we refinanced our house to where we'll be paying it off in half the time. We pay over every month. We'll have that paid off, hopefully in about 6 years. And we pay for our cars in cash. We are completely, like, we have no credit card. We have no debt. Like, we have medical bill debt, credit card debt. We have no debt except for our home, which we're trying to get paid off. But more than even the money, like, it is insane. It's crazy. And honestly, I want to tell you right now, it is not going to fall in your lap. You signing up and paying $99 does not make you rich. But you have an opportunity that you can get rich if you take advantage of it. But the key is you have to take advantage of it. You have to talk to people. You have to be excited. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone a little bit if you don't like to post on social media, if you don't want to talk to people, because it is network marketing. And it's not a pyramid scheme, but you do get paid to network. And so if you're not willing to network, you're probably not going to be amazing at this. You can definitely do it and make a few $100s a month, but you're not going to like make 5 figures a month. And so I like to put it on the front end because I don't want people getting in and expecting everyone to like beat down their doors to make them a ton of money. The products are amazing, but you have to be the one to tell them that because they don't know. A lot of people out there think we just sell wraps. They have no idea about the greens, the hair, skin, nails, the skincare line, the essential oils, the energy drinks. And as a distributor, I also oftentimes view myself as like an advertiser or a marketer for the company. Like, it's my job to educate people about the opportunity of a business. It's my job to educate them about these products because they're phenomenal and they literally like can help people so much. Even products that aren't even popular, like the Relief. People with arthritis can't even like ball a fist, and then they use Relief and have like so much relief, literal relief from their arthritis. Like, there's so many different things to help people of all ages. My son is 2 and is on the greens. My grandfather's 86 and is on the greens. Like, anyone of any age can benefit from at least one of these products, which is so cool because your market is not limited. And that means like literally every person you come in contact with can benefit from something. So that's really cool. And also, with a lot of other companies, like if they're a bag or a candle, you oftentimes just buy that once or twice, but you don't want that every single month. Well, with greens, I'm going to take those every day forever. So a monthly order is like definite and a must. And that's like kind of how you get that residual income. It's people ordering things that they need and fall in love with, and they want to keep ordering in time. Unlike a blush that I buy that I can wear for 6 months every day and still have some left over. So I think that shares a little bit about my story. Trying to think of anything else that I need to include that I'm forgetting. Our team is very close knit. We love to encourage each other. We have so much fun, more than the money that's been a huge blessing in our lives. Like the friendships are something I can't even describe. I just was talking to my husband this weekend. We had an amazing weekend in Atlanta, talking about the future of the company. And the CEO and his wife are both very godly, and they have a vision for our company to be as big as Amazon within 10 years. And I just thought, oh, that is so cool. Like, I can't believe I'm a part of this company that's going to be bigger than Amazon in 10 years. Like, and I just was so excited. And another thing I really loved about it is he just really made me realize this, because I did work with my family business with the advertising aspect. And he said, people used to buy ads on television, commercials, and, people fast forward through those now, and people used to buy ads in magazines and newspapers, and now people don't really read those because they're online, and they used to do all these different ways of advertising that they don't have anymore. And these companies are struggling trying to figure out how to get the word out about their products. He was like, isn't that awesome for network marketing? Because people are always going to talk to other people. And that's the absolute best form of advertising. You want to be in a company where they are getting their sales from people, because that's one thing that can't be outdated by technology or by the new and greatest thing. Like, you can always talk to people, and people can always do the best advertising. And it was just a light bulb moment about how genius their network is set up. Like, the company set up, the compensation plan is set up that it rewards those who talk to people, who advertise for them, who get the word out about the products. And I just got really pumped up about it, because I know my family personally has struggled with how to advertise for the dealership. And they are really trying to focus on people. But the people that refer, they get $100 for every person that they refer that buys a car. We get like tons of money for every person that we bring on to our team is $100. And then all of the customers we get residual income from that's paid over months and months and months. So I am obsessed with network marketing. It's out of my comfort zone. It's not anything I thought it would be, but the blessings that are brought on are just undescribable until you're actually a part of it and see it firsthand. Another thing my husband was talking to me last night is like, there has definitely been some growth in your life. Like, I can just see some personal development. And I was like, you know what? I really feel like it's because of It Works. Like, it's really just made me grow as a person. And I am just really excited about it. Like, I'm really thankful for this opportunity for so many different reasons besides just the financial aspect. It's literally insane. And it's really fun because I was at home with the 6-month-old who had acid reflux and cried a lot. And I was the first of all my friends to have a baby. And I really missed those friendships that I had before. They're not that they're not still there. I still am great friends with my friends before, but I remember vividly doing a devotion and praying for friends and saying, like, I just need people to talk to. Like, I'm at home all day. All my other friends have wives. They're working. They're busy, whatever. And when It Works came into my life, even the ones that aren't on my team, the people I've been able to reconnect with that just want to buy hair, skin, and nails, or they want to try greens, or they want to talk to me about their weight loss, having that interaction of making new friends was like my adult version of the sorority that I left behind in college. And so that's another just blessing that I've had through this company. But I know most of you on this are not really just caring just about my story. You want to know how this can change your life. I wish I would have joined in college. I didn't. We have some amazing girls in college rocking it out, and that would have been awesome if I would have had that to pay for my sorority dues that were extremely expensive. But here's the deal. When I was looking at a boutique, my overhead was going to be really expensive. For It Works, you're paying $99 one time. You're getting a box of wraps in your kit always. But right now, you're getting an additional box of wraps. So you're getting 8 wraps. If you decide you want to sell those instead of use them on yourself, you're going to make $200 back. So you're buying $100 worth and you're selling $200 worth. And you're immediately going to make a profit. Then your only required cost each month is $20 for your website. And that's so that people all over the world, we're open in 20 countries. I think it's 20. It's a lot. They can go to your website. The company will ship the product straight to them. So you don't have to worry about having an inventory. You don't have to worry about packing it up and shipping it and finding their address, all that. They literally just have to go to your website, buy it, and the company ships it for them. And that's what that $20 a month is for. It's also for you to be able to log into your back office, see document libraries, see product information, ask questions, have the customer service at your disposal. I don't know if that's the right word, but, at your fingertips. And so that people can order from you and you can see who's made orders and stuff like that. Let me see. Okay. And so then You also have the option to do an auto shipment. It's not required, but I highly recommend it. To be commission qualified in the beginning, when I started, it was either $400 in sales a month or $80 auto shipment. And I always got the $400 in sales. So I was automatically commission qualified, but I still bought the $80 in auto shipment because I wanted to have products on hand so that I could use them and I could have them for people to buy off me. So it's definitely not required, but I do recommend it. But basically, the only thing that's really required is the $20 a month for your website. And compared to all the product, the overhead, the list of things I was going to have to do to trash and phones and payroll and rent and lights and air and like literally all that, it is absolutely like the most amazing deal of a lifetime because you essentially are owning your own business. And I am really thankful for the way that this company is set up, that it's only $20 a month, so that maximizes our profit every month. And no matter how much you're making, if you're making $100 a month or $20,000 a month, you only have to pay the $20 website fee and then the optional $80 in auto shipment. So the other thing I really loved about it is when my husband asked me, like, okay, so if you decide like you're horrible at this, no one wants it, what do we do? Like, how are we going to quit? Are they going to charge you $500? Whatever. I hate failure. I don't like to be like not successful. And so if I decided I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to have to be like charged a fee on top of quitting. And I was happy to find out that all you have to do is literally turn off your website, that $20 a month, and you're scratch free. However, you're not going to do that. You're going to be really successful, and you got to believe it, because I believe it. We're going to help you. You're going to not be alone at all. You're going to be added to team pages. Your enroller is going to answer all your questions. I'm going to answer your questions, and you're going to be a rock star at this. So you're not going to even have to worry about it. But just to ease your husband's mind, if you have to ask him or whoever's, helping you out and helping you make the decision, you can quit at any time, free of charge. But that's not going to happen. Just want to make sure that's clear. So you have about 2.5 hours to decide if you want to change your life. And just remember that you're going to get an extra box of wraps, and you're going to get a whole bunch of friends, and you're going to make a lot of money, but only if you put a little effort in. And buying the box of wraps does not magically make them sell themselves. You have to do a little work, but I can assure you that it is worth it. I've had many friends come and go through this business and through other businesses who have tried things like blogging or like selling things on Etsy or, whatever it is to make extra money. And I can guarantee you that this is the absolute easiest way to make money with probably the least amount of time, as long as you're willing to listen to your leaders and do whatever you can to talk to people and help them. And that's literally what it is. You get paid to help people, whether it be the customers who are buying who want to lose weight or have energy or be healthier or have better skin, or if it's the people that want to change their lives and are sick of leaving their baby at the daycare and they're crying on the way to drop them off, or they don't have money to afford extra things like birthday presents, and they don't have money to go out to eat, or they don't have money to pay their bills. You get to help people, and that's what you get paid to do. So I honestly believe with all my heart, the only reason that I'm at the rank I am is just because I've talked to more people. I've helped more people, and I can truly tell you with all my heart that I know that my team's headed straight to the top with me. I know that they have the dedication and they have the heart to really help people. And so if you're one of those people that likes to help people, you like to be rewarded for hard work, you like to have extra money, and you like to make new friends, then this probably is the right team for you. If not, then just pray about it and wait, and maybe the time will be later. But I don't want you to waste your money if you're not going to tell a single soul about it. They're not going to come to your website if they don't ever know what your website is. So I just want to tell you that on the front end that this can be a life-changing opportunity for you. It can literally make your dreams expand beyond what you even dreamed was possible. And I really do mean that. I did a list this week of our dream board because we had checked everything off our list that we had originally planned on. Like, we had literally done everything we had dreamed of doing, and that was in 2 years' time. So we had to dream bigger. We had to make more dreams, and things I didn't think were possible, things I didn't even think I would want or needed or whatever. We're able to do that now because of this company, and I know it can do that for you too. And so I think that's all I have to say, but I did want to ask, like, does anybody have any questions? Because it's kind of awkward. I'm on the screen where everyone's muted. I can't see you guys. I don't know if like anyone's heard a word I said, if there's no reaction at all. And I know I talk fast. So is there anything that anybody would like to say? You can unmute yourself in the corner and ask. Don't be shy. Anyone? Anyone? Or making me feel crazy? No one. Okay. Well, I hope that I've answered your questions. Anyone? Is that somebody?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I love your story.
Well, literally, y'all can message me on Facebook if you have any questions. Go back to your enroller if you want to join and go to their site. If you want to ask any questions, though, you're welcome to. I just appreciate y'all being on, and I hope this helped answer any questions that you guys might have had.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Y'all have a great night. Bye.